First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down.
No gain.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
On second down, Jacobs. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Rodgers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ahkello Witherspoon. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Jeremy Chinn in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. They go play action now. Wilson. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They'll run with Cook. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. On the ground, it's Cook. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play that time. So a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
Brings up 4th.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And Myers able to knock it through. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rodgers, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Rodgers to throw. Flushed out right. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he's going to be met at about the 43. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
43-yard line.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that will be incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
That's good.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards. Pushing through the contact and able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, it's again to Cook. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
12-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the shotgun, Wilson escaping the pressure, and he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And it's up and good.
Makes the score Seahawks 10, Panthers nothing. Michael Dixon to kick off for
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball, try and get things settled down a little bit.
He had over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of this wild card game. Panther football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to look deep. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An explosive 38-yard pickup. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Seahawks 10, Panthers 7. Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
36 power.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 15-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Carolina.
On first down, Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Trey Flowers picks it. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Play action. Now Wilson. He'll buy some time right. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On 2nd and 12, Wilson. And it's caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. They'll run for it with Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 40, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. They go play action with Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. And that takes us from second to third down. Operating from the gun, Wilson flushed out right. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And he finds Cook. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion.
At the 13-yard line.
On the carry, it's Cook. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
Good.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And at the 25-yard line, the Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today.
And my goodness, another interception. T.J. Green with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more rush coming, and he's taken down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
On play action, now Rodgers. On the move to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs. Not much there, only a yard. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Here's 2nd and 9. In his own end zone, it's Rodgers. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Rodgers pass.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. It's nearly a 40-yard gain on the opening play of the quarter. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure. And it comes. That's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Cook. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and
Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well, and if they can put a score on the board, hey, they could get back in it in a hurry.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. They find some open field here. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Play action. It's Wilson. That's going to be caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. Myers connects on the PAT. And that will extend this big lead.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will not be a good return. He's out of bounds at the 12.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Henry Ruggs, 88 yards. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Here comes Rodgers now as he'll go for the two-point conversion. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a dump off here complete, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
On first down, Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 37. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 65 yards. And the Seahawks are running away with this one. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Trey Flowers picks it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
26-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They go play action now. Wilson. Eluded. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. From the shotgun, Wilson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Goal at the 9-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. Flush to his right. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, but now it's 3rd and goal. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Dalvin Cook saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Seahawks 52, Panthers 13.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Rodgers going to throw. Steps away. The open man is Smith. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Panthers have the 1st. It's a gain of 12. And again, it's Rodgers. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Ruggs.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 42. A gain there of 21 yards. Now he dumps this off over the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 on the Seahawks 34-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers escaping the pressure right. And now here is another interception. T.J. Green with a pick. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Dalvin Cook.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
45-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
From the 45 on second down, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And shoves him off. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. And he puts it through.
Good. Makes the score Seahawks 59, Panthers 13.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. A gain of 3, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
throwing now is Rodgers. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Ahkello Witherspoon. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, right at the 30.
30-yard line.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 53 yards. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup.
Again, it's Cook. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score is Seahawks 66, Panthers 13.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
$1, baby.
And they're going to have very poor field position as he's out of bounds at his 7-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to let it go deep. And incomplete here. So a little razzle-dazzle on that one. But they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down. He was trying to go back to Moore there. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Yards to go.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up. Boy, going for it at this stage in the second half, back in the shadow of your own goalpost. Explanation, please, Mr. Davis.
I'm not sure I'm going to give you a great one, but here's a thought that I had. I wonder if maybe instead of going for it with your offense and announcing your intentions, that maybe you run out your special teams and fake it. Because even though teams say, hey, we plan for the fake all the time, I know from experience, you look at the situation, there's no way they're going to fake it here. They probably had a better chance if they tried it that way.
Dalvin
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard brings up 4th and goal.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he is not going to be able to get away as they swarm it for a loss shy of the goal line. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. At this point, down big. You'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he will find a man here as Thomas comes open. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. It's caught on the right side at Smith.
Rodgers.
And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29.
12-yard gain. It's now.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And this is caught. He hits more. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw once more. Flush to his right. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 37, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They go play action with Wilson. Flushed out right. Throws right side, and that's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Wilson wants to throw it. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. And we got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
On 1st down, Rodgers. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Short throw to Smith. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. They fake the give. Now Rodgers dancing to his left. And my goodness, another interception. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.